This is Real Life Teen.
What I was going to talk about is the really intense pressures on teenagers to have sex for the first time.
When he was talking, he kind of made it seem like, well, he didn't say it, but he kind of made it seem to me as though like girls don't have pressure.
Like people say, oh, do you want to go out with me? You know, and they say, okay. They rush things way too quickly. They kind of like skip the getting to know you part.
My friends do wrong things and I know it.
Comes down to what you think is right.
I've always really felt strongly that what I believe is very, very important and I need to stand up for it.
You say, oh, I had sex with this person, and then they say, who hasn't, you know? Because you need to find a person you care about.
I was just gonna hook up because if you think about it, you can't, in life, you can't just do that. It prepares you for the rest.
Because a lot of people are out set for that one goal, is to lose their virginity or to have as much sex as possible until they can't have sex anymore.
Not necessarily, you don't have to necessarily marry the person, you just gotta really feel like there's a mutual bond that it's worth doing this. Especially in school, you know, there's so many, teachers are always saying, you know, you have sex, you're gonna die. That's all they talk about, how it's the worst thing on earth.
I definitely think that personally, when you know someone well enough and they're like basically your best friend and you can be with them all day and talk for hours, I think that definitely makes it.
We're not saying you gotta be 40 years old, married to have sex. You gotta just know when it's right, and no one can tell you that. Don't do it for anyone but yourself. It's
like you can like go up to a person and say, hey, you're hot, do you want to go out with me? Sure. And then, you know, they're making out the next day and everything.
So you just like get so embarrassed and you're just like, I can't believe I did this, but it definitely like causes you to be okay with doing something that's not.
What happened was she ended up at my house, and I went outside and she was crying and everything, and the guy was standing there with her. And then one of her friends' parents came around. He asked her what happened, and she was saying, he raped me, he molested me, he did all this stuff. And I was shocked that this person could have done it, because I've known this person for a while and I couldn't believe that he would do something like that.
You gotta actually care about the person. That's what I feel.